Anything to help you get a leg up on them, right?
Yeah.
And that's what was happening. I remember one time we found some munitions. There were, I think, Chinese munitions, right? It was Chinese ammunition that we found in Afghanistan. And so you're like, well, how'd that get there?
How'd that get there? Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, because clearly there's obviously
China.
Yeah, United States has foes that will help. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And so with the K9, what we started realizing, even with like the IEDs in Afghanistan, I'll give you an example. We had the MRAPs that you would just drive, and then they would start planting IEDs, and it would blow up the trucks, right? So the United States adopted this concept of the rollers, and they would attach to the front of the MRAPs.
Yep, and there's like the chains that would roll.
Well, just regular tires.
Oh.
Regular tires. And what it was supposed to trigger the IED.
The IED.
So there's a lot of times for the first, 4 or 5 months, you're driving. There's essentially, it's like a sweeper, but it's essentially looks like a huge triangle with like 16 tires.
Right.
And it attaches to the front of the MRAPs. And you're driving, triggers IED, blows up, right, the device, the tire roller. All you do is unclip it. You
install a new one.
No, put it to the side of the road, and you keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, or the next vehicle that has the next one jumps in front. What they started doing is I don't know how they figured it out, but they obviously eyeballed it or whatever. They're like, okay, from the roller to the middle of the vehicle, it's about 15 feet. So what they started doing is they would take the explosives, and they would put the trigger 15 feet in front, but the explosives will be 15 feet behind.
Oh.
So the roller triggers.
Oh, damn.
The trigger, but
then the vehicle blows up.
And it hits the vehicle.
Oh, wow.
So we would have to switch it up where sometimes we would take the roller, sometimes we wouldn't take the roller. Right? And it wasn't us waiting, like we have to wait for us to get, proper protocol procedures from the higher ups. And that's
crazy.
By the time that we would adopt our changes, we'd wait like 2 weeks, and then we would get the intel would come down like, oh, they're doing this. We were already on the ground seeing it, so we were adapting very quickly. So with the K9 guys, that was our reality all the time.